Hi everyone, the Wilder Ireland here. Just a little impromptu video. Beautiful evening now. I would say the best evening we've had so far this year. Although it's getting, the light's beginning to fade a little. So we still have... I just wanted to say there'll be a lot of camera movement in this video. I did have one person comment. He was very upset with my last video because the camera was moving around a lot. I do see his point, but I think when I'm doing talks again, I'll just sit down like I did in the first one or two. Look, I know it's pretty boring, but I don't really have a camera technique and I don't have any equipment, so you could just listen to my wonderful voice, or just don't watch it all, I guess would be the best advice. But what I'm doing here today, I didn't plan to do this, is the Badger set. I mentioned in a couple of comments, I've had cameras on that Badger set since November, and it's been fantastic. It was the main entrance. They came out constantly, and great footage. And I was so looking forward to this time of year because, first of all, as the nights get shorter, you're more likely to get colour footage because they just don't have enough time. They're nocturnal, they prefer to go out in the dark, but they've no choice really. Secondly, around now, or maybe even next month, if there were cubs, they would come out now with the cubs. So I am very disappointed because they're just not using that entrance anymore. And I've looked around at the secondary entrances and I don't think they're using them either. I even put a camera up there just to try and see if I could see which direction they're coming from, because they are still around, or at least some of them are still around, because I do get them, when they're out on their own foraging. But this area is just massive, so dense. I've tried following some of their tracks, but so I'm a bit fed up because I really was looking forward to getting them with cubs, if they have cubs. They definitely mated, but and I'm a bit worried that something might have happened to them, Now, I have seen a couple of dogs in here. There's normally nothing in here. The landowner doesn't allow dogs, but it's just so big. It's possible they disturb them, especially if they have cubs and they moved to an outlying set. But I don't know. And they may just return. Sometimes badgers disappear and they just return. As I said, there's definitely... I think at least the sow seems to be alive because she's a damaged eye and I've seen her. And I think their last year's cubs, one of the youngsters, is around. But I haven't seen them together. Of course, when they're in the set, you'll see them together when they exit. So I'm just going to do a very short video on this. Some more flowers coming out here. There's all happening. I'm not a flower person, as I keep telling you, but I'd say we'll see a lot more wildflowers now as... along with the wild primroses. So I'll just do a little bit down here, and cameras moving everywhere, apologies. Lots of this is just fantastic habitat. I know I keep going on about it, but unfortunately I'm a bit old for this carry on here now that I'm going to be. So all I can do is move cameras around, see if I can spot them, and just look every so often. But definitely a younger man's game, or definitely a fitter older man's game. But sure, if I keel over here and die of a heart attack, I could think of worse places to die, to be honest. And sure, the foxes might have a bit now chew on me, I'll be giving back. Now, can I get in here? And like an idiot, I never brought my... No, I can't get in that way. I never brought my secateurs, pruners. I do. Oh, here we go. I use them very sparingly because I like to leave the place wild and discourage anyone else who might come along from, I don't mean anybody else. I mean anyone who'd out to do harm, hunters or whatever. But there's just such great habitat. Now, see, now this is good country here. But as I said, the problem is there's so much good country in here. There's a lot of land and a lot of it is overgrown like this, which is so rare and so fantastic. Now, you see there, and the bank is raised there. I'm not really expecting it to be a badger sett, but here we go. Huffing and puffing. I'm drawing on my Navy SEAL training from a few years ago. See that now? I think that's just moss, but that would make a lovely place for a fox. Sometimes foxes will actually stay overground and just make a bed. They don't always use an earth or a den, but I think it's just gathered there. Now I've got to get in under this. Oh Jesus, still alive. Yeah, see this now. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any sign of a sett here. This is just pure needle in a haystack, but sure, what else would I be doing? Watching TV or on the internet. Yeah, I'm trying to come out here now. Wish me luck. Yeah, I'm already covered in scratches, but this is what I do for my viewers. I suffer. Now, we're out again. Another clearing. You know, I've got lost in here so many times because now there's an entrance of some sort, but that's not being used. You can see the wild primroses growing. Could be a secondary badger entrance. It could be fox. It's not in use anyway. You can see the badgers have been feeding in here, but they roam all over feeding. They're those snuffle holes we discussed in the video I did on the badger setts. See here, they just snuffle around. They have a long snout and they're after food, leather jackets or earthworms. Another one here now. Anyway, it's a lovely evening. Yeah. Now we're through here. And into this one. I really regret not bringing my my pruner secateurs thing. Okay. Let's just barge through. We have the primroses everywhere. Now I know that leads out into a bigger opening, more of a field, which bloody hell. Stand up. To use my foot as a... Now I'm covered in snow. Look at that. Sorry. If you've issues with camera movement, I'd say you're dizzy, your head is spinning like a whirlpool. Now, my God, I got through. And you can see in the distance, I don't know if you can with the sun, there's coniferous planted woodland over that way. That's not where Marty is. Well, he probably goes through there. His is a little bit further away. Marty's a pine marten, sorry. One of my original names. No, I think, oh look at this. We have a skull here. Well, I think it's lower jaw, mandible, probably, I don't know to be honest. I'm going to say deer, but I'd have to check. That's old anyway. Might have been poached, but may have just died. I think I told you I found a poached deer here during the winter. Well, just outside on the road. I did ring, by the way, for the laugh, Parks and Wildlife. Got a lovely girl on the phone. She was like in the office, kind of some sort of a conservation something or other. She was very helpful. And she said a ranger might phone me. When I heard might, I was kind of, well, a ranger never did. Anyway, I'm not going to go into all of that again. They're totally understaffed, and I don't know if they've much of an interest. I can't comment. But as I said, the only thing I'd say in their favour is they're severely underpaid. And they're going to drop giving them all these other duties and just have them focus on enforcement. Now, there is some change underway. We'll see if it comes to anything. I think they're going to work more with the guards. I mean, they do work with the guards. You know, if a ranger comes upon a situation and they need backup, they will of course call the guards. But it's a dangerous job, as is in Fisheries Ireland, the fisheries officers, because you are in isolated areas. So if you do come across something, it might be quite a while before the guards can get to you. But I don't know how much enforcement they actually do. But anyway, but that's it. I think I'm going to stop this. There's some more of those little flowers, little blue, well, purple, I guess. I'm sure they're quite common. I don't know what they are. I could Google them. Right, so the badger hunt will continue. So I didn't plan to do this, so it's just an off-the-cuff job. Listen, take it easy. If you have any interest at all in any of my videos, or please subscribe or pass the word on. But I'm going to come out into the open now. But we leave it there. Thanks very much. Adios.